Cassandra Clare. I'm the author of the Mortal Instruments trilogy, City of Bones, City of Ashes, and City of Glass, all of which have been produced as audiobooks by Simon & Schuster Audio. I think that when you are listening to an audiobook, it is a very basic storytelling experience. I mean, all of our fiction comes out of an oral tradition of storytelling, and so I feel like you're very much drawn into that feeling that you probably haven't had since you were a little kid and somebody was reading you a story. I think that it's an absolutely great way to interact with a book, especially if you're driving or you commute back and forth. You can just sort of queue up the audiobook and you can listen to it while you're in transit. It's a great way to sort of enter the story world. I think it's a way to sort of see the story very visually and audibly in your head. You hear the characters talking, you get the expression of their voices, the inflection of what they're saying. I mean, if it's a good reader, you get the inflection of the jokes. It makes them very funny. I think it's a sort of theatrical experience. I especially enjoyed in the first book, there's an interlude at the Vampire Hotel where Clary and Jace wind up at this hotel in Spanish Harlem, and they encounter a bunch of sort of angry vampires, and it's very suspenseful the way that it's read. I really enjoyed that. And in the second book, I thought that there was a different reader. We had Natalie Moore for the second book and Ari Grainer for the first book, and I thought that in the second book, Natalie Moore did a great job with the funny lines. She made them very humorous. I especially liked her readings of Simon's lines. I listened to the first one when I was driving back and forth from Massachusetts, and the second one I downloaded onto my iPod and listened to it while I was traveling in Europe. First, it's very weird feeling to hear your own words sort of read back to you. It feels very strange, but pretty soon it starts to seem normal and pulls you in, and that's a really nice feeling.